Well, welcome back. Joining us in the studio this week, we're delighted to have Mr. Skip Auld, who is the CEO for the County Library. Skip, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Great to be here. Thank you.
So exciting to have you. I always love having folks come on and talk about what's going on at the libraries, because I think we have some of the more interesting programs at our county libraries.
Well, our libraries there's just a tremendous amount happening in our library, so I look forward to this talk.
Yes, so are we. And what's very exciting right now is the new Annapolis Library that's getting ready to come up to fruition. Talk to me about that.
So the new Annapolis Library will be a 32,500 square foot library, replacing one that's about 20,000 square feet. So we're almost doubling the size of this library. It'll be built at the same place where the existing library is on West Street. We're just really excited. We had our groundbreaking recently, and after the groundbreaking, it's now asbestos removal and demolition of the building, and then just building this new library. People are going to love it.
So exciting.
Yeah.
And folks that are used to heading to Annapolis Library for their library needs, where can they go right now while it's being rebuilt?
So thanks to the support and financial support of the county executive and county council, we are going to have we have a temporary library at Monarch Academy off Gibraltar Avenue and in the old Capitol building. So that's open now. It's open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. So there's a lot of things available at that location. So there's computers, there's books, there's CDs, and there's music, movies, all that kind of thing, and programming at that library. So that's one thing that we have open right now, just open.
That's Monarch Academy.
Monarch Academy. The next thing coming up is the Discoveries Library at Annapolis Mall. So that's really going to be exciting.
Now,
oh my gosh,
really
Kristen
cool.
lives at the mall.
I know.
Perfect.
So you can go to do your shopping, and then you can go to the library at the mall. I love it.
So that we're going to have a grand opening on April 30th. That'll be 11 a.m. on that day. That's a Monday. So from that point on, we will have the library at the mall. That is going to be so cool. It's right next to Crate and Barrel, across from Under Armour, and again, a lot of things happening. There'll be a special focus there on programming. That library will be open 10 a.m. every day when the mall opens. We'll be there for the walkers and the striders and all those groups there that are there even earlier than 10. But we'll open our doors at 10 a.m. each day. We'll be open Monday through Saturday. On Friday and Saturday, we stay open till 5, but the other days we'll be open till 9. So, yeah,
it's so exciting. Great. I just think it's such a unique location, and I think it's going to draw a lot of crowds for you.
Well, this is the second library in Maryland that is in a mall, and there are a few libraries in malls around the country. We're hoping to see this become really successful, and hopefully it'll be beyond just the time that we're closed for the Annapolis building. So, yeah.
Well, we've heard so much about Annapolis. My friends up in North County they're hollering in my ear. They're saying, "What about Revere Beach? What's going on with Revere Beach?" Skip, tell us about that.
So again, with support from the county executive and county council, we have funding for the Revere Beach Library. That is in design right now. It's roughly a year behind both the design and the construction of that. So as that moves along, we'll be seeing the excitement build around Annapolis. Then soon after that will be Revere Beach. And we are hoping to get a Glen Burnie library into the county executive's budget, so we're looking to that. May 1st is when he releases that budget, so we're hoping we'll see that in there.
And exactly, so May 1st, coming soon. You told us about Glen Burnie and Revere Beach and Annapolis. What else are we going to see, and are you hoping to see in the budget?
Well, one of the great things that has happened over the past 2 years is the increase in the materials budget. There's been a pledge and action on a 3-year phase-in of an additional $1 million in our materials budget. So that has funded streaming services like Canopy, which is a great film streaming service. There's a lot of classic movies and independent movies, that kind of thing. That funding has also already been funding e-books, audiobooks, all that kind of thing, as well as print materials. So up until now, we have added $700,000 to that budget, and with this coming budget, there's pretty much a promise that we'll see the balance of that. It'll be $1 million added to it to make it a $4 million budget. That really helps us to provide all the things that people want in the libraries. There's so many different ways people use the libraries, so much of a need for a variety of resources. So it's not just the books and movies and music that you get on CD and DVD and all that. It is all these other things as well. So
great.
These are the things we're looking for. Yeah.
So aside from development, what is coming up program-wise, event-wise, that we can get excited about?
Well, there's just a whole lot of things that are happening. Odenton Library has 2 of them. On May 12th, which is a Saturday, we have, I think it's our 3rd annual Comic-Con. So
Fun.
that is
Kristen
really,
can wear her green ivy
yeah.
uniform.
Oh, Poison Ivy, yeah.
Poison ivy.
So we have a costume contest on that day. We have we have a whole lot of vendors coming in. So Third Eye Comics and a variety of other.
Third Eye's great.
Yeah. So just a lot of things happening on that day. Later on in the summer, August the 18th at Odenton Library, we have the Human Library coming, which is kind of an amazing thing. We have basically, you can check out a person who is a human. We're saying you check out a book. It's a human book in this case. We are interviewing people right now to be those human books in the Human Library. We will have about 10 to 15 people who will be there to kind of get to know you. You learn about them. We put out a call to see who would like to kind of offer themselves up to be part of this Human Library. We had 56 people who are being interviewed now, and we'll select, as I said, about a dozen or so of those people. One of them, just to give you a little bit of the flavor of that, is Derek Matthews. So Derek is, he leads the county's Anne Arundel United program, and he kind of presents himself. He's a 6'3" African-American man, very kind of an imposing person, but you don't know about his background necessarily. He went to Key School, he's been in the military, he's been in the FBI. He is, as we said, leading this program.
He's been in my office.
Yeah, he's been on the show.
Bugging me to write a
Yeah.
show.
We're going to have to go and check Derek out.
Yeah, you guys might have already checked him
If
out.
we
but
check someone out, what kind
gotta
of
be-
rights do we have to them?
Yeah.
You get to talk
And
to this
are there late
person.
fees? Are there late fees?
Right.
Actually, we have to think about that because we're always looking for ways to generate revenue.
Yes.
But basically what happens is we'll have stations set up there in the meeting room. You'll be able to go in. You'll have maybe 20 minutes with the person. It's a chance just to get to know somebody who's maybe a different type of person who you haven't really gotten to know. So we'll be advertising the books, these human books, and letting you know what they are. And we're expecting a lot of interest in this.
I love this.
Yeah,
What a
it's great.
unique concept. I
Yeah.
think it's great.
So these are a few of the things happening. So
Yeah, so if people want to keep up to date, if they want to see what other programs, events are coming up, what's the best way to keep on that top of that information?
The best way is to go to our website, www.aacpl.net. And when you get there, go to the Happenings magazine. It's on the website. You could visit any of our libraries and pick up a print copy of that. But every quarter we produce Happenings magazine, and it's got about 1,000 programs because there's so many things happening every week in every one of our libraries. We have all the early literacy programming, we have book clubs, we have movie discussion groups, we have really just a lot of things. So that's the best way.
So exciting. Lots of
Yeah.
fun things in store. Skip, we thank you for everything that you're doing right now for the county and helping
you.
out with all the libraries and improving them and even possibly creating new ones. So that's very exciting for all of us here.
I want to give a little shout out to
Oh,
our
yes.
staff too.
Shout out.
Just because our staff at our libraries are what make everything possible. They're the reason people love our library so much. So here's to
Here's to the
library staff.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job.
And thank you so much for joining us on the show this
Thanks
week.
a
We'd
lot.
be delighted to have you back again.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.